Today we're going to be restoring this old 1920s Stanley number 104 level. And this will be the first restoration done in the new workshop, even though the new workshop's not done yet and it's very breezy out, but oh well. The lighting's also not very good. We have a lot of komorebi coming through, so it's a bit spotty, but I hope you can still see that fine. So, I think the first thing we should do is remove these screws. Oh, and I will say, it is level, which is nice. And I only got it for $6. So, it is level on both sides. However, these screws have rusted and pushed this plate up. And so, when I measure with this side, it is off level. When I measure with this side, it is on level. So, I think if we take this plate off, clean the screws, make sure that's level, because it looks like it's actually been pushed up a little bit. And it should restore it. And it should work pretty good. Now these are little dental scrapers that I have. It's by Henry Schein stainless steel. A relative who's a dentist got these for me, and they work so wonderfully for cleaning out screws. That's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. You know what? Maybe it'd be a good idea not to remove this. I'm not confident about that anymore. I'm afraid if I do this too much, it's just gonna ruin this. Oh no. That's not good. Oh shoot. I believe it might not be a good idea to progress any further with this because these screws have obviously degraded so much to where I cannot safely remove them. And I think I'll just leave it like that. Now, if I clean this up, it should become a nice metallic sheen and then actually display the Stanley, New Britain, Connecticut, USA number 104. And hopefully help clean up these screws so they're not pushing out so much. Okay, so now there's some paint on top of the patina on the brass. So we can conclude that the paint was added many years after this was first purchased. And that coincides with, or that like works well with the pictures I've seen where I've never seen one that was painted. So I think it'd be a good idea to take some sandpaper and clean this up as well. Get some of the original wood beauty out. Because really it's a shame to have it painted green, but I don't know. We can leave a little bit of it and see if it has like a nice like worn look. Doesn't have to be too clean looking. Now let's switch to 150 grit sandpaper. Let's see if that can help. You know, I'm not going to touch the side here, in here, or in here. I'll let that paint be there. I might clean it up a little bit, but then that'll add a nice contrast. Okay, that is actually pretty smooth. So that might have actually already fixed that problem where it was a bump in the middle. Sure hope this paint isn't poisonous. Wasn't it that old green paint like Paris blue or something like that, or Paris green, that was really poisonous? Oh well. You know what? I think I'll leave the ends green. I like that look. I'll leave that green and that. Oh, but not that. And a little bit on here just to freshen it up. Oh, look at that. Nice. So right underneath the vial or whatever it's called, there's a white little paper reflector, looks like, and I just can't get down to it. And I worry if I press too hard, it'll most likely ruin or shatter the vial. A little bit out. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh, that is picking up some gunk. But it's also hurting the paper, so I'm going to take that out and good enough for me. Take a little bit of dirt out and yeah, that's probably all I can really do. And now lastly, I'd like to see about getting some of this patina off of this. Why isn't that a thing? You'd think they would have steel wool Q-tips, but they don't. Kind of cool idea. I got that all cleaned off. Evidently there was some paint on it, and by scratching all the paint off of the little brass cylinder around the vial, it actually wasn't that much patina underneath. So evidently this was painted, well, a long time ago, so the copper was still actually pretty pristine underneath, so that's pretty cool. Actually, you know what? I guess the linseed oil would do a good job of protecting the metal. So I'll go and add some of that too. And there we have it. It's been 2 days. The linseed oil is nice and cured or dried or whatever the term is for it. So it's nice and easy to touch without getting like the oil on your hands. And I really like how the linseed oil has made this really smooth. And I believe that the linseed oil should do a good job of protecting this from oxidation over the years. I like my choice for keeping some of this paint. I think it is a nice highlight. I really like that. I really am happy with that. Now, I believe this was the drier section, and this was the less dry, or something like that. Either way, I do wonder if I had sanded this more, would this be more uniform, but oh well. I mean, it's not too bad. It's like 100 years old, so you're gonna have to expect a little bit of discoloration in the wood. One thing that I particularly like about this is the fact that it's more precise, or more sensitive than any other level that I have. So a smaller change in angle makes a bigger difference in the bubble. And the bubble is exactly the right size as the lines. Whereas a lot of other levels that I have, there's a gap between, like the bubble can actually move around a little bit and still be within the lines. However, for this one, it is perfectly sized up to where the bubble is the exact size of the, it fits exactly between the lines. And I think that's a very nice thing. I would think that's a mark of a very well-made level. And I think that was a very good $6 I spent. Like, that was definitely worth $6. And if I find any more, I'll definitely pick them up and restore them too. Well, that's pretty much it. I love the red color, and yeah, I like this so much. So cool. I really think that I should probably start making my own levels similar to this design and selling them as merch, because people say I should probably make like t-shirts and stuff, but I can't make t-shirts. I have to make cool stuff to sell. And I bet I could probably actually get quite a bit of money for a really nicely made level. But yeah, just an idea. I love this though. I'm not really sure what else to say. I'm just going to start using it and see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya!